Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Stallions Run. I'm, of course, your host, Buck. And here we are for a unique episode. This is going to be going up day of. I usually record these about a day in advance, but I originally wasn't planning to really record an episode. There's some signings. That was it. I was going to say those for a bigger episode, so a little bit more to talk about. But it seems the USFL and the XFL merger, a lot more is coming out. It looks like we are fast tracking towards an announcement with news that broke today when it came to trademarks. So let's get right into those. But first, we got to talk about player signings. I mentioned that we had some. We've had four in the time since I have put out the last Stallions run. The first two that came out, Isaac Weaver, and then Nate Brooks. Of course, Nate Brooks. Great to see him back here for the Stallions. A cornerback that was part of that defense, and it feels like the Stallions are picking up the best parts of that defense from last year, and they're bringing that back. And as we're really starting to come towards October 1st free agency, I'm really excited to see what that's going to look like because I think October 2nd, October 3rd, we're going to start to really see who's switching teams, and probably the way things are moving right now, we'll probably have an idea of what the merger is going to look like. So maybe that'll be put on hold. But right now, with returning players and some new signings uh, for the Stallions, a lot of exciting stuff happening there. And then Isaac Weaver, a former Old Dominion player, he is coming in. He's going to be a new center for the Stallions to take a look at to be able to say, okay, maybe we got something here. And that's an exciting name to kind of come in. So very exciting to see. He's already gotten a lot of love from players. So he seems like someone that the players are really excited to have and they want to have stick around. And then about 2 days ago, we had some vets who are returning. The first one, special teams kind of priority player, Colby Wadman. He went for the Commanders for a bit. Unfortunately, got cut. He's now back with the Stallions, so they now have a chance to be able to say, okay, we can bring in some more special teams chemistry. And then finally, a name that was missing in 2023 but was with the Stallions in 2022. Victor Bolin, the two-time champion, it looks like possibly. He, of course, won a championship with the Stallions in 2022. Decided to go to the XFL about mid-season. Signed with the Arlington Renegades. And, of course, even if their record is a little off, they, of course, won a championship with them. So exciting to see a two-time champion back here in Birmingham with Victor Bolden. You talk about players are really excited to have that man back. Trust me, you go look at that. It's a little crazy. All the love that he's got. It looks like, especially with people like Jamar, really excited to see him back in Birmingham and into the red and gold. So now, let's talk about why I'm really recording this episode. The USFL filed 22 new trademarks applications. This is from Mike. I'm going to screw this up. Mike Condolis. He's a trademark lawyer. He's also a spring football fan. So he kind of keeps an eye on this stuff for everyone. And, well, it seems we have an idea of what this new league name is going to be between the XFL and the USFL, and it is going to be the National Spring Football League. This was filed on the 22nd by USFL Enterprises, which is, of course, the USFL. And they've got stuff for such as broadcast and entertainment services, NFTs, multimedia, clothing, footwear, and headwear, everything you would need for a trademark when it comes to, okay, we need to create some merchandise and we need to prepare, for this league name. So that's a really interesting kind of look. Not that we have a potential league name with the NSFL. I guess you talk about that now. It seems like we've gotten some more minor leagues as the news has kind of been kind of building up. With, of course, there's been a now rumor we're going to see probably 12 teams with 6 hubs. There would be 2 teams per hub. We're not really sure who would be staying at the moment. It seems like right now the only definitives are basically St. Louis, Birmingham, Memphis, and maybe one of the Texas teams. That's it. So we maybe have about an idea about a third or maybe even a fourth of the league. So right now, everyone's just trying to figure out when's this going to be announced, how we're going to know about this, and what's going to happen. And, maybe we have an idea sooner than later. If we're starting to see trademark stuff start to get kind of pushed through, I was suspecting we're probably going to get an answer either this week or next week. And I know last time I said won't be surprised if it's that week, but now we're seeing trademarks starting to come in. We're seeing, and more news is starting to come out. It seems like things are maybe wrapping up with the merger talk. And now I won't be surprised if they just announce the merger and they say we're talking stadiums, we're going to finish up there. So it seems like we're just kind of in a waiting mode for whenever this announcement's going to drop. As of what this means in terms of how similar the NFL and of course the NSFL name is going to be, I want to bring back. This is speculation. This is nothing definitive. This is just me speculating on some comments. Everyone remembers the Moose's comments he made about the NFL, saying they were talking about potential, player sharing, how that would work, and you have to wonder, with how similar these names are, could the NFL have a little more to do with this than maybe we thought? I mean, I'm not going to say, hey, it looks like that it's definitive, but you add those comments and then how similar the names are. I mean, come on, it's a word difference between the two, and then maybe you have different stuff. Apparently, Moose is going to be, the rumor right now is he's going to be the head of this new league no matter what. It looks like the USFL is basically going to be taking over. You you have a lot to talk about, and it's big stuff. And hopefully, by the time this is put out, this isn't outdated. But exciting times we're here with this merger. And again, stay tuned to United Football Media as we learn more. I think it's just an overall exciting time. I can't wait to see what this new league's going to look like in 2024 with the Birmingham Stallions in it. Until then, I'm your host, Buck. Be sure to follow me at Buckham USFL, and I'll see you next time.